So now that we have a dedicated meeting time, I need to go through a few things for you so that you know how to set up Zoom as a podcaster. Now, first and foremost, when you use Zoom as a podcaster, you as the podcaster have to use Zoom on a computer. Whether it's a Mac or a PC, it doesn't matter. But bear in mind that Zoom only does recordings locally. They don't do it to the cloud. So what that means is that if you're planning on doing a Zoom recording using a mobile device, you won't be able to. Your remote attendees, say your interviewees, they'll be able to use whatever device they so choose, but you as the podcaster have to have Zoom running on a computer, and you have to have hard drive space because it's going to record to the local machine. Now, once we have our meeting time set up and we understand that we need to be on a Mac or PC for us to be a podcaster, the next thing is I need to show you what preferences to turn on to get your show into podcast land. Now, Mac or PC, it doesn't matter. You're going to go, once you're on the dashboard, up to the right-hand corner to the cog. Now, the cog is your settings panel for Zoom. You're going to go immediately to recording. Now, in recording, you have a drop-down that'll allow you to select the location of where you want your recordings to be saved out to. Now, if you notice, I have an external hard drive plugged into my machine, and that's just a good habit to get into, especially if you know that you're running up tight on your hard drive space on your local machine. Any hard drive that you have mapped, it'll show you how many gigabytes are remaining. You want to have a lot of space, just as a precaution so that you don't run out of space during the middle of a call and you're not going to be able to get your recording. The other thing that you're going to need to do is hit the checkbox, record a separate audio file for each participant. And I typically like to have optimized third-party video editor file. Now, what this allows you to do is when you have recorded separate audio files for each participant, your microphone will be recorded as a separate audio track and your interviewee will be recorded as a separate audio track. And in the social distancing timeframe that we're in, this is going to be really helpful because as you're doing your show, your audio tracks are synced up. And let's say your interviewee has a dog start barking wildly out of control as you're doing a bit on your side of the show. What you're going to be able to do in post-production is turn off essentially their microphone as that loud bit's going, and we're gonna not hear it ever happen, to be honest. Same thing on your end. Let's say something happens on your end, like your neighbor's kids run behind you, or a loud bus goes by. You'll be able to, and as that's doing, your interviewee is talking. What you'll be able to do is mute your microphone in post-production so that we won't be able to hear that. It just saves you some time and headache in post-production by having this one single tick box checked. So make sure that is. I'm going to go ahead and hit close, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into the call. And in this next segment, I'm going to show you what you need to do to record your call.